So I want to ask you, what do you consider to be your unfair advantage, whether it's as a leader, a sales rep, an entrepreneur, or a company? What is your unfair advantage? I know for me, when I read certain books or I attend certain events or I purchase some training online, things like that, that I actually implement, I consider that my unfair advantage. When I'm reading certain books, I'm literally sitting there reading this and being like, man, I am so lucky to have this knowledge that I'm going to go apply, and it's going to give me an advantage over other companies in my market, competition, if you want to phrase it that way, an advantage over the previous version of myself. And it's helpful to think about what are those advantages that we can instill into our businesses. So let me tell you a story. We just got off an hour-long training, virtual training that we did for one of our clients. This is a roofing company with 3 locations spread out, and we had the entire company, nearly the entire company, on the Zoom call. So it was Elizabeth here from our team, our client success director, myself, and they had their 3 offices piping in on Zoom. And the purpose of this was to provide some training to their frontline sales reps and their leaders on how they can go out and record videos on their smartphones out in the field, on roofs, on job sites, at meetings, wherever they might be. And this company has an incredible brand, probably one of the top brands, definitely one of the top brands that we've ever worked with. And we are super proud and honored to be a part of that, to help them amplify their brand. They're just getting started, but they have such an amazing brand. So they have nowhere to go but up, unlimited potential. And they're growing. They're not the fastest growing company in the world, but they are growing in such a high quality way with great people and just like the brand that you feel great being aligned with. And that's super exciting. And so what they wanted to do is they wanted to train their sales reps on how to go out and shoot videos so they can build their own mini brands out there in the market, so they can become known as the guy or the girl who knows about roofing, right? The person that is going to be recommended in the local Facebook groups when property owners are asking about who do you recommend for a roofing company or roofing expert. They're going to be the people that are recommended because they're out there in their market, sharing what they're doing, showing off their projects, sharing client testimonials, getting out there, doing videos, getting out there, being uncomfortable, and putting themselves out there as experts in their field. So on the call today, as we always do with our training, we started out with some mindset. Okay, what's the why behind what we're about to train you on? What we're about to teach you. What's the why? Why is it important? How does it factor into the larger world? How does it factor into what's going to make you successful? So we started out with that mindset and the strategy, and then we got into some tactics. We got into like our 5-part video framework. Here's what to say. Here's how to hold the phone. Here's how to do some basic editing. Here's how to plan out what you're going to say. Here's how to kind of script it out, even if it's just like typing in some notes on your phone before you begin or before you go out to that project. Here's how to run that whole kind of process of recording a video that is actually going to be beneficial to the person watching it, right? We can all go on, go on a roof, go on a job site, and we can all just click record and, just talk about whatever comes to mind. But that's not really valuable, right? Because your market, your audience has a limited attention span, and we need to be valuable with the content that we create. So instead of going out there and just hitting record and saying whatever comes to mind, it's critical to have it planned out what you're going to say. Now, it does not need to be word for word, but you need to have those bullet points. I like to write them out, whether it's on my phone or whether it's here in my trusty notebook where I keep all my notes. I like to write things out because by writing them out, I remember them and I can reference them more easily. So we're training this entire company, all these sales reps, on how to go out there and record their own videos and post their own videos and become 5 Mile famous in their local areas. And this company does a lot of residential, but they also do a lot of commercial. They actually have an entire separate commercial company. And so they kind of have these siloed companies. And And whether it's residential, whether it's commercial, whether it's retail roofing, whether it's storm restoration, they now have the game plan for how to go out there and create videos. All right. Now, are they going to go out there today and shoot amazing videos? Well, maybe a couple of them will. That would be cool. But we're going to follow up. We're going to give them a little cheat sheet that they can keep in their pocket, they can keep on their phone, that they can reference at any time to be able to shoot effective videos that their market is going to engage with, and videos that are going to generate appointments and sales and be able to help more people in their markets. So that is the advantage. That is one additional advantage that this roofing company now has. They have the benefit of having my team and I in their back pockets as a marketing resource, as a video production resource, as an advertising resource that they can reference at any time. They have this training on how they can go out and shoot videos that are going to be better than the competition, better than the other videos that are out there in their local markets. So this company is already at a level that's higher than probably 95% of other roofing companies out there. And they're just continuing to build upon that. They're continuing to build. And it was cool. It was, we were honored to be there at their Friday morning meeting that they have every Friday. They had breakfast. Actually, it was one of the owners' birthdays today. So they had we sang happy birthday on the Zoom call. They had a little birthday present for one of the owners. And it was just a really special time that we spent this morning. And they're going to go out there. They're going to crush the day. But more significantly, they have another tool in their toolbox that is going to be an unfair advantage when they go out there in the market and they're out there building their brand, showing off what they do, showing their projects, showing their reviews, showing their clients, and really leveling up their entire company and themselves as individuals. So whether it's marketing, whether it's the ability to go out there and shoot videos, whatever it is, maybe it's a CRM, maybe it's a process, maybe it's some automations that you have set up, maybe it's sales training, marketing training, maybe it's getting some manufacturers training, whatever it might be, think about what are those unfair advantages that you have in your company. What are the unfair advantages that you're giving to your team members, that you're giving to your sales reps to go out there into the market and to be able to produce consistently at a high level? Think about those advantages that you have. What advantages are you giving to your team? How are you leveling up each and every week? Don't rest on what you know. Don't rest on what you've done in the past, but look to see how you can sharpen up and level up every single week. And if you focus on that, you will continue to win and win at a high level. So here's an offer for you. If you want your unfair advantage to be the ability for your entire team to go out there into the market, on job sites, out there wherever they are doing work, doing estimates, inspections, proposals, whatever it might be, if you want them to have the tool in their toolbox to be able to go out there and shoot videos that they can go do some basic editing on and share out on social media to become 5 Mile famous, to level up their pipeline, to keep their pipeline full, to level up your company, to increase your brand awareness, to generate more consistent appointments and sales. I know that's a lot of value right there. Just reach out to us at Contractor Dynamics. Reach out to me personally, Joseph Hughes, and we'll get you some more info on how that works, provide some training to your team, and really help you gain those unfair advantages in your market. Go out and crush the day, and we'll talk to you soon.